Washington, was born a slave on a Virginia plantation on April 5th, 1856. I lived in a log cabin with my mother, sister, and brother. I never knew my daddy, but I heard he was a white man from a nearby plantation. After the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, my family moved to West Virginia. I always wanted to learn how to read, so I asked my mother to get a book for me. She found a spelling book with the alphabet in it. I was so excited. I remember hearing somebody say that the way to read was to learn the alphabet. And that's just what I did. I was the only black person around me who could read.
I, William Edward Burghardt DuBois, was born in Great Barrington, Massachusetts on February 23, 1868. I wasn't born a slave, but my family wasn't rich either. When I was young, my father left supposedly to find a home for us in Connecticut, but we never saw him again. So my mother and I lived with relatives and rented rooms with people in the community. I went to an all-white public school. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the smartest students. At school, we studied arithmetic, grammar, geography, and history.
I didn't have it as easy as DuBois, but I was determined to learn. When I was 16 years old, with just a few dollars in my pocket, I enrolled in Hampton Normal, an agricultural institute. The school was 500 miles away from my home, but I would walk, caught riding in wagons, went for days without food, and slept on the street until I reached Hampton. I worked odd jobs while I studied. 6 years from graduating from Hampton, I went to Tuskegee Normal School for colored youth, or you might know it better as Tuskegee University, one of America's historically black colleges and universities.
After I graduated from high school, I attended Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. That was a major transition for me because it was my first time in an all-black educational environment. Did you know Fisk University is also an HBCU? I was excited to be among so many people of my own color. After graduating from Fisk, I went on to become the first African American to earn a PhD degree from Harvard University.
Since I had come up, I wanted other blacks to come up as well. I supported the Atlanta Compromise, which was an unwritten agreement that let black folks in the South go to school, get some sort of job, and a little bit of justice. Even though we would still be segregated, discriminated, not allowed to vote, and not treated fairly in the South. Up north, white people even gave money to our southern black businesses and school fundraisers because of the Atlanta Compromise. A lot of people thought I was a sellout, but I was just teaching survival skills to blacks in my day. I died at the age of 59 and was buried on the campus of my beloved Tuskegee University.
Booker T had a good idea, but I believe unless blacks were given political rights and equal status under the law, we would remain poverty-stricken. Booker T and I didn't always see eye to eye because I said those who preach exclusive industrial education for Negroes are simply wielding new shackles for working men. I believed in developing the talented 10, which described the likelihood of 1 in 10 black men becoming leaders of our race through continuing their education, writing books, or becoming involved in social change. Some thought I was an elitist, but I just wanted the best for my people. I took my last breath at the age of 95 in Africa, a day before the March on Washington in 1963.
Amen. Give it up for Jafari and Nasir, William. They are not happy about the disguise their grandmother brought them. They are excited that the other children are downstairs, and so they are going to take off their facial hair so they can go to children's church.